Hello everyone, and today I will do the lab for is Telnet and SSH configurations. And for this video, I will follow these topologies for Telnet and SSH. And on the first step, I will do the IP configurations on the devices. And on the next step, I will do the Telnet connections configurations on R2 and R3. On the step 3, I will do the SSH connections configurations on R1 and on the last step, I will check the connection from PC1 to router 1, which is running the SSA service, and check the connection from PC1 to the R2, which is running the Telnet service. And now we start. For the configurations of the IP address, and I have the sample here, and I'll do on R1 first. Okay, move to the R2. Okay, move to R3. Okay, and I will configure the IP address on the PC1. TC default gateway consistent root and 244. Okay, now we move to the Telnet configurations on R2 first. Enable secret Cisco 2 username Cisco 2 privilege is Cisco 2. Okay, put on allow BTY old 1 transport input Telnet is a service I want to run on this device. Exit. We did the same on R3, which is enable secret Cisco 3 username Cisco 3 privilege 15 Cisco 3 live UTY01 transport input Telnet login local exit. Okay, now we do the checking from R1 to R2 and R3, which is exit. Telnet, the IP of the R2 is .1.10. Here's Cisco 2. Password is Cisco 2, and now we move to R2. That's okay. Now we test on R3 is Telnet 1.2.2. Okay, Cisco 3. Cisco 3. And now we move to R3. This is okay to configure the connection from the R1 to R2 and R3 on Telnet service. And now we move to the R1 SSA configuration. Move to config terminal. Yes. IP domain name be where now. The key is create a ASCII for better security. General key modulus. Okay, my key has been created, and now go to username and password Cisco 1 Cisco one. We'll use the SSH version 2, SSH 60 seconds. SSH authentication requires 2 times. And lie between the 4 working level and transport the input SSH and visit. Now we test the SSH connection from the PC1 to R1 first. We can have the main nails on Cisco 1. The P .9. Yes, password is Cisco 1. And now we go to this R1 enable using Cisco 1 2. And now we go to R1. Okay, we try to tune it on R2. Why? We can connect it to the R2 because we need to have the default at R2 or R1 to have the connection between these two routers. And now we put the default to the network 168. We have the secret mask here. Full.net. And now we try to turn it again. Here we have Cisco 2, we have Cisco 2, and now we go to R2. Here's is the connections of Telnet and SSH we have completely correct. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this video help guys to do the lab more better. Thank you everyone. Goodbye and see you later.